Hey, what's going on, guys? Xer, and today we're taking a look at Takara's Transformers masterpiece MP-33 Inferno. First off, taking a look at the figure in its fire truck mode. Everything you see here is already equipped except for the FD and shield stickers that you can see here on both doors. It does come with a couple of additional stickers, so I guess if you kind of mess up the first time putting those stickers on, or after years if they fade or something like that, you can take those off and put some new ones on. Also, you get 2 additional Autobot logos. That way, I guess if you don't like the one that is tamper-graphed on the front, then you can go ahead and replace that, even though that kind of looks very similar. But the less stickers, the better, in my opinion. So I appreciate that, but I'm going to stick with what it came with here and just add those 2 FDs right there. It does come with a couple of features here. One, I wanted to point out the painted rims. Absolutely love it. You do have these sides that come out and down. Does the same exact thing on the other side, so I like that. So it makes it look more, kind of like an official fire truck there. Go ahead and push that in and out. Then you have the ladder, which goes back thus far and also can come out. Well, so you can see it a little bit better, and it's in camera that far. So I think that's pretty cool looking. You also have an additional feature here to where if we open this up and flip the cannon out, it does come with this additional kind of like water accessory here to where you can plug this on at the end. And let me just bring that down so you can see. Yeah, not too bad looking. I think that looks pretty cool looking. So you can also use the water in robot mode. So he's going to come with this pearl looking, I don't know what to call this. Let's just call it a hose, for his hand hose or whatever. So it has this pearl looking one. He also has a chrome one, which I have him equipped with, and this will fit on the end so you can have water coming out that way as well. So a pretty cool little additional feature. Does come with these 2 communication device things that you can plug onto his forearm. I don't see myself using those. Those kind of seem a little pointless, but I guess cool that they gave that to us. Also comes with this fire hose here, so you can see that it's long, kind of rubber, and you can wrap it around him. You can hold that, and also it can come to life. So from reenactment of that one episode, I forget which one it is, but you've got that. So I think that's pretty cool little accessory there. You also get 3 chests. So you have the one chest that it comes equipped with in chrome. You also have the one that has a little bit of pearl to it. You can see that there's a different Autobot logo here on the front. And then you also have this one, which is very similar to this. So I guess the anime accurate, if you wanted to say. Which you can see that it has kind of like a little... what do you call it? But a little thing to hold red alert, and I got him kind of set up here. So the lights just fit there. The other leg fits on top, and you can see that it can hold him pretty fine. So if you wanted to display him on your shelf like that, or just to take some pictures, then it will hold him very nicely. This is cool that they added this kind of, I guess, little canopy or anything, or hammock, or whatever you want to call it, to add to the chest so that you're not putting a lot of strain on the arm joints, because it would be, it'd wear out over time. And it fits in there very good, because I was having trouble taking this one off, so it's in there really tight. So once you get it off, you can plug this one in there, and you can see that it holds on to by 4 little pegs there. So very nicely done. And then we also get 2 helmets. So you have the one that I have equipped with, which is a little bit more, toy accurate, where you have the cartoon accurate one here, which you can see a little bit of yellow paint. He also comes with 4 faces. One I already have equipped, and then you also have kind of this very surprised. Someone snuck up behind him. He's scared looked, and these faces are that pearl color paint, which I think looks really nice with those bright blue eyes. Then you have kind of a half, maybe he's happy, I'm not really sure. But, same thing, little face. And then you have just kind of a just regular, normal looking face here. So I think all the faces look really nice. Another thing that he comes with, obviously, is his gun. This can be equipped in a couple different ways. One, if you take this in here and you plug it right there, I get that out of the way, it will store in his fire truck mode. So you can set it like that. Not too bad. And I guess if you know, he's got his sirens going on, people are still not getting out of his way, he's trying to get to a fire, then you can take this in here, plug it in the front, and then he can just start shooting cars out of the way. So it's kind of a strange look for a fire truck, but you know, whatever. All right, so we'll take a look at that again whenever we put him in robot mode. Go ahead and close this up. One thing that I noticed whenever, like, let's say I have that down, if you just grab this and try to just flip it over, it's not going to work because this part's flat and it's resting up against that, so you'll end up breaking that joint. Just push this back a little bit because there's two joints. There's one up here and there's a rod down here, and because you want to turn on this rod and then you can come down, you can see like so. I just don't want you guys breaking your figures. That's one of the things that I always like to, little things that I run into whenever I'm transforming these, and then I'm like, okay, that could cause a problem for somebody, and if it helps out, you know, just one person, then we were able to, you know, help them not break their figure, then I think it was, you know, worth mentioning. So anyways, we're gonna go from car or vehicle to robot, and then we'll go back to vehicle so that you get both transformations. So if you're having trouble with anything, then maybe I'll be able to help you. Otherwise, you get to look at a pretty cool figure and a very cool transformation. I like it. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is take the ladder and push this down all the way. Go ahead and bend this back and then push back like so. So this will be laying flat, and this will kind of come out the end right here. Next thing we're going to do is want to make sure everything's focused. Pull down with these and then flip those out. We're going to come out with these and pop these out as well. Doing so, we can grab this little thing and flip that back around, and we can fish out the head, which is just kind of a quarter turn there. Flip these up. We'll pose those and position them however they need to be once we get them fully into robot mode. Go ahead and give that a half a turn, and we're ready to, you know, kind of start pulling everything apart. So this, we're going to kind of come up with this and then push down right here with these, which will allow us to come all the way out with this. These are connected, as you can see. There's a little peg on the legs. That's really all that's kind of holding those into place. So, or get that out, and then we can come down with the legs. A quarter turn there. Go ahead and flip these out. Now looking at this section up here, what we're going to do is you have the rod that's right here. You're going to come all the way back. So push this. You can kind of see that it was done like this. Push this all the way back like so. And then we're going to give this a half turn. And that's really all that you can do there. And just, you know, flip those out. Give this one a half turn. And just kind of come out with the arm to get it out of the way. And then this section here, it's going to, you can see that would fit in there. So go ahead and collapse that. There we go. And then you're going to put that in there. So pretty nice, looking good. Then here you can see there's a peg right there, and there's a peg right there. Well, in the back of these wheels, there's a little slot where if you kind of zoom in on that, you can see that those wheels come back, and they can peg on that to kind of hold the front and the back end together. So now, you know, this is, you know, pulled together to where it won't come apart. So just, it's mainly, you know, these two wheels pegging that together. So I think that looks pretty clean. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is get these arms straightened out. What we're going to do is do a quarter or maybe a half turn. Basically, what you want is this little notch to where the arm can come forward, and that notch is going to fit right in there. So once that's done, you can come down with the arm. Do the same thing with this one. about a half turn, get that notch in there. And there are those arms. Go ahead and close these up finally. And then with the legs, come down with the feet. You can close this up and fold this in. Here, I'll show you on this one in case you missed it. So come down, quarter turn, close that up, and then fold that in. Then with this section here, this kind of just swings down, and you can push that down so it covers up that hole. Do the same there, and then you can see these two things are in. Go ahead and pop the inside to where it's kind of even, to where they're both kind of out a little bit there. And then it's all about, you know, just straighten them up. He's pretty much, you know, transformed there. Get the head the way that we want. All right, and there we have them all transformed. I think this figure, it looks really good. It looks really clean. You know, I like the additions of, you know, having this where you pop it out to where it looks even on both sides. This coming down to kind of cover some of that stuff up. I think this back section kind of serving as heel spurs gives them a lot of stability as well. And everything looks really clean back here, you know, to where there's like no gaps anywhere. Everything kind of has a use and purpose, with the wheels, you know, kind of having that little peg in there to where, you know, it can keep the back where the ladder was and the front part, you know, together. I think, yeah, all that looks really good, so really nice. Let's say if you wanted to change out the helmet, just move this forward, and then you could, this is just, you know, plugged on there. So here's the, you know, the other face there, if you will. We'll just go ahead and plug it back on, and then this right here, again, you just slide that back, and that's how you replace the head. So it looks pretty good. As far as the, you know, hands, if you wanted to get rid of this cannon here, again, like I said, you could, you know, take this off and replace it with this one here. You could take a little water off if you wanted to. I kind of prefer the chrome, to be honest, though. I like the chrome. Let's see. There we go. Taking the front piece off, there we go. It was hard the first time, but again, you know, if you wanted to take that off and then, you know, put, you know, this on, and like I kind of showed before, I guess we need to get a arm under here or something. There we go. I guess I just need to move his legs or lean them back a little bit, but you kind of get the idea. I could put them in maybe a little bit better pose, but it kind of gives you the idea of, you know, how it works, which I think is kind of cool. Let's say that you wanted to, you know, you didn't want the cannon, you wanted to go with the double arm. Well, you could just, you know, flip the hand out here, I guess, and try to do this yet. It's got another hand on there. So we need to take that off. Flip that in and flip that out. And there we go. There's your additional hand if you wanted to have the two hands there. But I much prefer the other way. I think it looks cool. So we'll go ahead and flip this hand back. We'll flip this out, close that up, and we have this again. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show was the little communication device, or, you know, the way they have that, and you just stick that in there, and yeah, it's kind of boring, to be honest. All right, and so the last thing is the gun, to kind of get a better look at that. Some of the Masterpiece figures had some problems with before with them holding weapons. This guy seems to have a very nice grip on his blaster, so just kind of give you guys a little 360. Really dig this. I've got the grapple and art fire, so I'll probably be taking a look at those, after this one here. So you can see all the accessories, and we'll do the transformations again and stuff like that back and forth. But even though I'm pretty sure they're all going to be exactly the same, but this figure looks really nice. So I was looking forward to it. I knew it was going to be one of the figures, one of the best Masterpiece. Whenever I was looking at it, and I haven't really came off of that yet. I still think, now that I've got it in my hand, that it is one of the best Masterpiece figures. It's that good in both modes, all the accessories, the way that it looks like it just jumped off the screen. This is what I got in the cartoon. I'll absolutely love it. So as far as articulation, let's go ahead and cover that. It does move with this whole section here, but the head also has that ball joint and kind of moves independently on its own and can, rotate. So you really have two joints there in the head, I guess, technically, if you wanted to say that. The arms, you have ratchets, move all the way around, in and out, a lot of movement there. You can see that you have the bicep swivel here. You have the more than 90-degree bend there at the elbow. You have the wrist that rotate, the hand that comes open. Again, that's just a clamp there. The waist rotation, legs, nice strong ratchets. And then you have the thigh cut, more than 90-degree bend here at the knee. And then check out this ankle tilt, man. I love ankle tilt, but man, that's crazy. That's crazy good. So I don't like figures that don't have ankle tilt. They all have to have ankle tilt, in my opinion. Most do today. So but that's a look at him as far as size comparison, so that you can pair up with Ironhide. He's a little bit taller than Ironhide, but not much. These guys, they look good on the shelf. They're kind of like their own size, I guess you could say. But let's go ahead and get him back into his fire truck mode. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is straighten up the arms here. Then we're going to push these inside and then come up with these. Go ahead and pull these back, open this, and then come back 180 with that, the feet. It's basically all the way. So once you get all the way there, they won't go any further. So make sure the knees are straightened. You're going to open that up there. Then with the arms, such a tall figure, it's hard to get everything done. Go ahead and pull those out and just kind of leave them out to the side. Unpeg where the wheels are, and then kind of come forward. I'll do that. Come forward with that. Going to open this up, and then just, there we go. Extend that out all the way there. And then you can come forward with this front part coming all the way down. Come back with the legs. And we'll get all this, lined up. There we go. Getting lined up there. And whenever you come down with this, I forgot this initially when I started shooting the review, and I forgot these little things here. I totally forgot about earlier, so it was the only piece that I forgot. But come back with that, and then you're going to be able to come down, flip this around, hold that there, because you're going to come up all the way to the top to where these, whenever you're rotating these arms, come all the way up, and this will line up with that. There you go. And do a half turn. So that'll end up like so. Do the same thing with this one. Come all the way up. And then just rotate the arm to where this lines up with that, because those peg in together there. Half turn. This gets caught on the wheel sometimes. There we go. And a couple different things here. So one, there's again those pegs, which will fit right there. And just make sure everything's straight whenever you're trying to put it back together. These hands will fit in there and there. Just lining everything up here. All right, and then you can plug in got this done correctly, then you can plug in the back to hold those arms in there. Then you have this section which push down on this, push down on that, and you gotta have to kind of feed that through there. So that chrome hose that gets caught sometimes. There we go. We got it in there. And then once you do that, you can come in with this, because this head will just kind of sit on top of those little tabs. Come down with that. Everything looks good there. Come down with the wheels. Plug those, push those up back into place. In and up. And then it's just about getting everything, lined back up properly. So, but it should be pretty easy once you get, all these steps done. So, I'm surprised that I have to remember to get those in. All right, and then we come out with the ladder. And then we have Inferno, back in his fire truck mode, which, again, looks good. I mean, it rolls really nice. So, really nice vehicle. Nice masterpiece figure. It's one of my favorites. So, anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.